We're going to be looking over my ESDA qualifying runs, and to be honest, I'm not happy with either of them, but they did end up getting a much higher score than I thought they would. My game actually happened to crash twice when I was waiting in the lobby to do my run, so it took me about 20 minutes to actually start my first qualifying run. So there was an interval of about 20 minutes from when I stopped practicing and started my first qualifying run. Now this gap did make me a little bit messy on my first run, as you will see right now. I entered the correct place that I practiced in, got back on throttle in the correct place, got on the wall, and then on transition, I don't know what happened. I just didn't continue to counter steer, which made me tap that wall, and obviously by now I'm a mess. I'm just trying to hold my line the rest of the way through so I at least have a score. So this one only scored a 68, but overall, like I said, I was happy for that because I was thinking it would be low 60s, maybe even 50s. And at this point, I knew that my second run would have to be good, so I recollected myself, got prepared, and went right back into it. And this one was much more clean, but it just wasn't enough to get into the main event. It scored a 77, which again, I was pretty happy for because I was thinking it would be lower 70s. As you can see, about the same thing on entry, and then my transition's not a mess, so I got a much cleaner outer zone, which allowed me to push my car farther back to this clipping point. But for whatever reason, I downshifted way too early than I practiced for, so obviously I didn't really extend it all the way out, and I think that made the difference between me getting into the event or not. I practiced staying in third gear until about here, where my bumper should already be nearly scraping the wall, then downshifting. And of course, as you saw, I'm downshifting way early because I shied up thinking I may hit the wall, but obviously I did not. It made me go much more shallow into that corner. Now, keeping those runs in mind, I'm going to show you guys what I was actually aiming for. I recorded my best practice run, and this one would have probably been up into the 90s if I just ran this in the qualifying. Though I qualified 5 points short from getting into the main event, Koenig and Manji, both members of Proximity, got into the reserve slots. Reserve slots are just simply if anybody in the main event doesn't happen to show up, the top qualifier in the reserve will be able to enter the event and take their place. So it's not very likely anybody from Proximity will get into it, but at least us Proximity members finished somewhat high on the board. Again, though I didn't qualify, I'll definitely be coming back for Atlanta and be trying my hardest to get in the main event there. And I want to wish the best of luck to all who will be battling at Long Beach. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.